been involved with the market?
I've been here for 10 years this month. And it's a great market. And it's what the wonderful thing that's going on is since I've been doing markets, which I started in 1992 in Sebastopol, there's this whole world of wonderful young people growing food and creating things to eat, and they're very inspiring and really exciting. And any market I think that you would go to anywhere, you'll see this great collection of wonderful young people. And it's very inspiring because there's not a whole lot to be inspired about in the world, but these kids are really inspiring and very heartfelt, and it's watching sort of emerge out of the ashes of sort of the decay of our society. These great kids coming up going, I'm going to grow food, and I'm going to work 12 hours a day growing food 7 days a week. And it's very wonderful. And that would be my recommendation. Go to farmers markets and meet the kids. They'll make your heart feel good.
10 years ago you started with it.
Here?
You got involved. How did you become the manager?
Well, I was a manager in Sebastopol, which is the next town over.
Yeah.
And so when they were looking for another manager here, there's crossover vendors. So some of the vendors said, oh, you should apply. So I applied and got the job. And it's been a very challenging job. It's a lot of work. There's 100 people, and
It's 100 personalities.
It's 100 personalities.
And they're
exactly.
all free spirits.
Right, yeah.
Farmers.
Yeah.
People that like to do what they want to do.
Right, yeah.
Masters of their own domain.
Yeah, exactly. You got that all. You got that all. There isn't anything else to say but what you just said. So I don't know what else to say. We have wonderful food here. I do know that. It's
Good.
winter food coming. Winter food is great. It's all green almost except for the oranges. I love orange and yellow. So I always think about food in terms of colors, because the winter will be like, okay, it's going to get orange and yellow and mostly green. And then in the spring, you kind of look for the strawberries because they're red. You go, oh my God, we got some red food coming, And so, I don't know. I think about food in terms of color. Right now, the greens taste really good. I don't eat greens in the summertime because I eat them all winter because I eat seasonally. And so the greens are really sweet right now. Really sweet and delicious. So if you don't know how to cook greens, learn how to cook greens. They're at the market in mounds of them right now.
Year round. What's it like out here in January, February?
Well, we get out the margaritas when things are really bad. It can be cold and wet, and the only real, we stay here. The only...
Do people come? I mean, you can
people
stay.
come. Oh, yeah, people come. We have faithful people who come no matter what, who buy their food here. This is where they shop. They don't go to the grocery store. They shop here for their vegetables and fruits. The only real limiting factor is the wind, because the wind will eat the tent, and the tent is $200. And so if it's really windy to the point where the tents are starting to blow, we'll close it down. Wind and horrible wind. If both of those are together, we'll close it down. But in the 10 years I've been here, we've only done that 3 times. So we're here. And you can come too. And come and keep us company. Actually, there's an amazing, strong group of people who show up and shop no matter what. And sometimes I do have margaritas. Depends. Sometimes I have, what's that stuff? Tomatoes and vodka, tomato juice and vodka. When it's really cold, and I have to, even the long underwears and get it, which is a whiny baby thing to say in California, you know what I mean? Because it's so warm here compared to the East Coast, which is where I'm from. But it's something exciting about being outside in the wintertime. There's something sensual and satisfying about being outside in the wintertime. Once you're out, when you're looking through the window and you're going, oh, I don't want to go out there. But once you're out, it's really a fun thing to do. It's fun to shop, right? Bring your umbrella. That's what you should do.
How about the people?
The customers?
No, the farmers here.
The farmers.
Or the vendors.
They're really all interesting, I have to say. They're really all interesting in their own unique way. They're all interesting.
I mean, they're carving out their own living. Nobody's giving it to them, right?
Nobody's giving them anything, yeah. And they're totally committed. I mean, they work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week, and they take pride. They take immense pride in what they grow. It's very it's heartfelt to watch. You know, I'm just looking at Tom over there. I mean, he'll come up to me and he'll say, "Oh, look at these beautiful kohlrabis that I grew. I just read about them, and I read about them in the paper, and so I started growing them, and I just love them." And that kind of pride, and they experiment. They like the experimental stuff. You know, they'll grow a different kind of variety of something just because they read about it in the book, and they'll say, "Oh, I like this," or "I don't like this." So it's a dynamic, sort of exciting way for people to earn a living, but it's really hard too. They work really hard.
How about the passion? Do any of these people have any passion out here for what they do?
Oh, yeah.
Or are they just
You're not
punching a
doing
clock?
this without passion. You're not
Yeah?
doing this without passion because it's so much work, and you don't get to go home and watch TV at 5 o'clock. You do get to go home and drink beer eventually, but
you're working
You're
and
not
you're
doing
drinking.
this right. You're not doing this without passion, and you can tell. You can taste it in the food. There's love in the food. You can taste it. I can taste it. You can too, right? It just tastes like somebody cared about the food they grow. It's not dead, which is. You know, I ate some grocery store food the other day because somebody invited me to dinner, and it just tasted dead to me. Hey, how are you? Chris has got some.
What?
Chris has got it for me.
What now?
Huh? Are you asking me for?
He's asking. I need to speak with you.
Oh, you want to talk to me?
I don't know what you're
Oh,
pointing
okay.
out.
Because I thought you were going to get a senior dollar.
No.
Okay,
No,
you want
I'm
to
not
talk
gonna
about
get
something?
anything.
Okay,
Matter of
all
fact,
right.
probably
Give me
not
about
here
2 minutes
again.
to finish talking to this fellow, and then
I'll let him, whatever.
I'll give you a last word.
you give me a last word.
Well, he's
Oh,
very.
support
he
your
gets in
local
trouble with
farmers.
his crop all the
Support
time,
your
but
local
luckily
farmers.
maybe now that-
There's almost nothing better you can do. Recycle, support your local farmers. It's hard to know what to do, but you can do that. That'd be my last
He
word.
gets in trouble all the time.
Thank you. Let me go see what he wants.